Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Adil Hakim, student ID number 223111122, and I am a student at Universitas Teknokrat Indonesia. Today, I will present a very important topic in the world of business and information systems, which is business continuity audit and disaster recovery. Opening. In today's digital world, businesses rely heavily on information systems and technology. Even a small disruption, such as a power outage, a natural disaster, or a cyber attack, can cause major financial losses. That's why organizations must have a strategy to continue operating during crises and recover quickly afterward. This is where business continuity, BC, and disaster recovery, DR, come into play. But having a plan isn't enough. The plan must be audited, evaluated and tested to ensure its effectiveness. This is the main purpose of a business continuity audit. What is business continuity? Business continuity is the ability of an organization to continue its essential operations during and after a significant disruption. The goal is not just to remain open, but to minimize financial damage, protect the company's reputation, and ensure that customer service continues smoothly. Disruptions may include 1. Natural disasters like earthquakes or floods. 2. Technical failures like server crashes. 3. Or global crises such as the COVID-19 pandemic. What is disaster recovery? Disaster recovery is a subset of business continuity. It focuses specifically on how technology systems, such as servers, databases, networks, and applications, can be restored after a disruption. Disaster recovery usually includes 1. Data backups, 2. Redundant systems, and technical recovery procedures. If business continuity is the big umbrella, disaster recovery is the technical tool underneath it. Why is audit important? A plan is only effective if it is practiced and tested. A business continuity audit is conducted to evaluate how prepared an organization is for disruptions and disasters. The audit ensures that 1. There is a clear and complete documented plan. 2. The plan is up to date and relevant. 3. Everyone in the organization understands their roles. 4. And most importantly, the plan has been tested regularly. The audit will also examine whether the backup systems work, if emergency communication is in place, and whether data can be restored quickly and accurately. Steps in a business continuity audit. Here are the common steps in the business continuity audit process. 1. Review documentation. The audit starts with checking the business continuity and disaster recovery plans. 2. Interviews with key personnel. Auditors will speak with managers and technical staff to ensure understanding. 3. Risk and impact assessment, identifying which areas are most critical and vulnerable. 4. Testing and simulations, running simulations or controlled system shutdowns to test the response. 5. Reporting and recommendations. The auditor provides a report outlining findings, weaknesses, and improvement suggestions. Benefits of BC and DR audits. Some key benefits of conducting a business continuity and disaster recovery audit include 1. Improving organizational preparedness. 2. Reducing potential risks and financial loss. 3. Increasing trust from stakeholders and customers. 4. Ensuring compliance with industry standards and regulations. 5. And enabling faster recovery when disruption occurs. Real example. Let's take a real-world example. A financial services company once suffered a ransomware attack. Because they had no proper backup system, all customer data was encrypted and became inaccessible. This caused a week-long disruption, heavy losses, and a major blow to customer trust. Compare that to another company that conducts regular continuity audits. When their servers were infected by a virus, they activated their backup systems and recovered operations within just 2 hours. That's the difference between being unprepared and having a well-audited BC and DR plan. Conclusion. To conclude, business continuity audit and disaster recovery are not just formalities, they are essential strategies for protecting the sustainability and credibility of an organization. By conducting audits regularly, businesses can identify weaknesses, improve planning, and increase resilience to unexpected events. But let's go deeper. In many industries, such as finance, healthcare, and government, regulatory bodies actually require companies to have solid BCDR plans in place. For example, banks must comply with financial regulations that demand regular system backups, disaster simulations, and continuity audits. Failure to comply can lead to legal consequences, financial penalties, and reputational damage. Therefore, BCDR is not only a best practice, but also a legal and professional obligation in many sectors. The role of leadership and management. One of the most important factors in successful continuity and recovery planning is leadership commitment. Top management must 1. Allocate enough budget and resources for business continuity programs. 2. Ensure training and awareness across all departments. 3. Support regular drills, simulations, and evaluations. And 4. Make business continuity a part of the organizational culture. Without strong leadership, even the best designed plans will fail when a real crisis occurs. Managers must lead by example and take business continuity seriously, not just leave it to the IT department. The importance of training and communication. Another critical aspect is staff training and internal communication. Every employee should 1. Know what to do during an emergency. 2. Be aware of who to contact. 3. Understand the priority of different systems and services. 4. And be familiar with basic recovery procedures. This is why organizations conduct BCDR drills or tabletop exercises, where teams simulate disaster scenarios to test their response. Good communication, both internal and external, is also vital. Companies must be able to inform customers, partners, and the public about service disruptions and expected recovery times. This helps maintain trust and transparency. Trends and technology in BCDR. Today, technology plays a big role in improving business continuity and disaster recovery. Modern tools and platforms can automate backups, detect threats in real time, and recover systems faster than ever. Some key innovations include 1. Cloud-based disaster recovery, DROS, which allows businesses to replicate their systems in the cloud and switch to them during emergencies. 2. AI-powered risk analysis, which helps predict potential threats and simulate complex disaster scenarios. 3. Blockchain for data integrity, ensuring that critical data cannot be tampered with, even in the face of cyber attacks. These technologies are helping organizations become more agile and resilient. Common mistakes in BCDR planning. Even though many companies have BCDR plans, some make common mistakes that weaken their effectiveness. These include 1. Plans that are outdated or based on unrealistic assumptions. 2. No regular testing or review. 3. Over-reliance on a single backup solution. 4. Lack of employee training. 5. Poor documentation and unclear responsibilities. A good audit process can detect these weaknesses and help improve them before a real disaster occurs. Business continuity versus crisis management. It's also important to distinguish between business continuity and crisis management. 1. Crisis management focuses on managing the public image, media response, and high-level decisions during a crisis. 2. Business continuity focuses on keeping the core operations running. Both are important and must work together. During a disaster, while crisis managers deal with communication and decision-making, the business continuity team ensures that operations don't stop. Real case study, Delta Airlines. Let me give you one last real-world example to highlight the importance of BCDR. In 2016, Delta Airlines experienced a major IT system failure due to a power outage in the Atlanta data center. It caused over 2,000 flight cancellations, cost the company $150 million, and damaged their
reputation. Later investigations showed that Delta did not have proper redundancy or disaster recovery in place for their critical systems. This shows that even large companies can suffer major losses if they underestimate the importance of continuity and recovery planning. Final words. In conclusion, business continuity and disaster recovery are not one-time efforts. They are continuous processes that require planning, testing, auditing, and improving. By conducting regular audits, training staff, updating systems, and embracing new technology, businesses can ensure they are ready to face any disruption with confidence. For us as students and future IT professionals, understanding BCDR is essential. It's not just about knowing how systems work, it's about how to keep them running, even in the worst of times. Thank you. That brings us to the end of today's presentation. I hope this discussion helps you understand how critical business continuity and disaster recovery are in modern organizations. Let's all be prepared, because in the world of business, it's not a matter of if something goes wrong, but when. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.